a leader of the Black Student Union, a member of the Hill Toads, captain of the indoor and outdoor track and field teams, and a member of the varsity football team. He's also the proud roommate of Trayvon Foster.
For as long as I can remember, dyslexia has been a significant challenge in my life. Throughout my childhood, I felt insecure, believing that I was simply not as intelligent as my peers. I would see other children in my class effortlessly reading and excelling in subjects that seemed incredibly daunting to me. This constant comparison led me to develop a dislike for activities I wasn't good at, particularly reading. I convinced myself that my avoidance of reading was simply because I wasn't good at it, which is partially true. However, it wasn't until the 7th grade that I discovered the true reason behind my struggles. After taking a comprehensive test, it was revealed that I had dyslexia, and my reading level was that of a first grader despite being in the 7th grade. Initially, I tried to downplay the significance of this diagnosis. Throughout my life, I've had a tendency of avoiding taking serious situations seriously. I often break under pressure and use failure as my coping mechanism. Even with this outward bravado, the truth was, this diagnosis hurt me deeply. No matter how many tutoring sessions I attended or accommodations I received, I couldn't shake the feeling of inferiority whenever I had to read. Although I don't remember anyone responsible, I spent nearly my entire life dealing with people laughing at me whenever it was my turn to read aloud in class. It was true. In response, I would often laugh alongside them, trying to mask my discomfort. I would do this even before my diagnosis, laughing along with others about the fact that I would have to be pulled out of class or skip recess just to attend an extra reading class and reading and writing classes with around 6 other kids in the school. Over time, instead of working hard like I did right before and improving my reading skills, I began to just accept that I always struggled with reading and writing. Ironically, I've always had a genuine love for books, which made me frustrated to believe. To navigate this contradiction, I started taking shortcuts in my reading. One of my favorite things to do in my free time is listen to audiobooks. Over the last 4 years, I've listened to around 120 different books, titles, and audible. Whether the content is about business or fantasy, I find great pleasure in immersing myself in the stories. While some might consider listening to audiobooks a shortcut, I believe it is perfectly acceptable to use tools to assist us, as long as we don't take advantage of them. Sadly, in my time here, I did choose to take advantage of tools provided to me. I violated honor code several times throughout my time here. I only say this because whenever someone seems to believe that they violated honor code or is afraid that they have, they seem to ask me like I'm some experienced or something. Although some might view my past transgressions as minor, I've come to learn that the little things can build over time. This is one of the reasons I chose to get my chapel time later in the year. Whenever someone would ask me why I chose to wait until late spring to get my talk, I would jokingly say, well, it's because I wanted to wait to see if I graduated first to give a talk. Well, in my mind, I had this grand plan to share my journey of improvement and offer guidance on how I move forward and learn from my mistakes, and how your mistakes don't define you, but most importantly, though, that I did not make any other mistakes. As some of you may know, that plan did not unfold as I hoped. Our suspension in the winter definitely made it difficult for me to be able to make a compelling case. I've been working hard all year at the goal of just not getting in trouble. Though, maybe I was more focused on not violating the honor code more than anything. Which I can proudly say has not happened when I finally came to that goal. I can attribute this to my advisor, especially Ricky and Grace Garland, for keeping me on the straight path. It had never crossed my mind that I would get in trouble for something disciplinary related. I was especially disappointed in myself because my biggest goal this year was to stay out of trouble, but inevitably, I had a lapse in judgment, similarly to my honor code violations. That could have potentially taken away my position at the school. I could try to make an excuse for my actions, but I realized there simply isn't, especially because this time my actions hurt another person. I had a lapse of judgment and immaturity, as I said. And during my suspension, I realized that the only thing I can do moving forward now is grow and learn from my mistakes. One thing that experience did show me was how my immaturity can get me in trouble. It was a place that I truly love and cherish. And the days that up to my disciplinary committee hearing, all I can think about is how stupid I was for putting myself in a situation of having my position at a place that I live in jeopardy. I began thinking back about all the past experiences I've had at uni. If you've ever seen one of those scenes in a movie where the characters have flashes before their eyes, this was the best way I could put it pretty much every single day while I was waiting for my decision. I thought of many good times that I had with all my friends, my teachers, and the good experiences. I also thought of my mistakes. In the moment, I completely regretted them. And to a degree, I still do. But I'm happy that I have been able to learn from them. As I reflect on everything I've been through, I can start to the frustrations, the moments I felt, and the times I disappointed myself, I've learned an important truth. Mistakes don't define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. For so long, I believed that every setback was something permanent about who I am. But now I understand that mistakes are just moments, not identities. Every challenge I face has pushed me to grow and become more aware of myself. It's a build resilience I didn't know I had. And honestly, I think my mistakes have taught me more about myself than my successes ever did. They forced me to confront the parts of myself that needed to change. By integrating my defensiveness, my habits of joking about things I face, instead of facing them. Even though those realizations were uncomfortable, they were necessary. Owning my failures has helped me learn how to take responsibility, how to apologize, and how to move forward without feeling guilt or embarrassment or regret. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens in the moments where you're forced to truly look at yourself. So as I finish this, I'm not pretending that I figured everything out, because then I think we all know I'd be lying. Or that I'm perfect. No, I'm still learning, still trying to become the person I want to be. But I do know that your mistakes do not have to be the end of your story. They can be the beginning of a better one as long as you let it. If there's anything I hope people understand, from what I've shared, is that you are always allowed to grow. You're allowed to change, no matter how your past looks. You can always change. No matter how your past looks, you can always choose to become a better person than you were the day before. I hope that by me owning my story, others might feel encouraged to face